All right, so as most of you should already know, my name is Yusuf Scott. I'm the guy behind the Passive Income Scott YouTube channel. I'm also the guy behind the one and only So Darn Easy Forex University, where I have single-handedly trained thousands of folks from all across the entire world to trade on those Forex markets. All right, so listen, just as you guys may already know, if you're watching this video and you're not yet subscribed to this channel, go ahead and click on that subscribe button at the bottom and make sure you also follow us on social media because we're on Facebook and Instagram as well. Now listen, you guys have heard somewhat about We Are All Satoshi, all right? Another opportunity that Sam Lee himself is bringing to the table for us all to take part in, all right? That's why you want to get involved with VidiLook. You want to get involved with everything he has in store for us because guess what? It's all going to work hand in hand. So I want to give you guys insight on the actual compensation plan of We Are All Satoshi. Check this out.
All right. Okay, so proof of reserves. Wow. It's exciting. I'm doing my own presentation.
Is this where you're starting off at? Is proof of reserves?
Why not?
Okay. You don't want to talk about the other. You want to talk about the other components, which are kind of exciting.
Oh, let's just start up proof of reserves, right?
Okay.
I like to take the analogy of, transparency, right? Transparency is like gunpowder. It's so powerful. It's nothing ever seen in the, history of warfare before. But how do you control and demonstrate transparency? Oh, you need to prove your transparency. And that's what proof of reserves is. What we're doing here is controlling something that is very powerful. All right. So when we control gunpowder, then instead of a big explosion that goes everywhere and damages everything, we have a little explosion that shoots out a bullet out of the barrel of a gun. And that is basically allowing us to really focus and demonstrate the transparency. Now, blockchain is the most transparent thing in the world. You do something criminal on a blockchain, good luck. Right now we might not have the technology to trace it back to you today, but give it another 5 years, give it another 10 years. The ability to analyze transactions will ensure that we will be able to trace all these activities on the blockchain to the organizations and the people who are doing all these kind of things on the blockchain. So, it is very interesting that blockchain is a technology that's being used to, do all sorts of things. But if we are truly embracing what blockchain is, which is the ability to be transparent to other parties, other partners, family and friends, then why can't we prove our transparency? Why can't we control this explosion? Why can't we harness this amazing new technology for the benefit of everyone? Because you know what? Through transparency, we will be able to grow faster than everyone else. And that's what I'm saying, right? If we're able to prove reserves of what we're doing, if we're able to demonstrate we've done everything we said we will do, then it is much more easier for you and others to believe and participate in this great opportunity. So that's what proof of reserves is. We're here to prove to you that we're doing everything that is outlined in the document. And in this case, in We Are All Satoshi, for every $1 you put in, we just simply use 30 cents to buy Bitcoin. That's all it is. Nice, simple, easy. And so you ask, what happens to the other 70%? Well, 2% goes to the management fees to keep the light on. And the other 68% is used to reward the marketers and promoters and early participants in We Are All Satoshi, in the opportunity. Where are we scrolling to now? Yeah, so we've already covered this, I guess. We just need to make sure that we do everything we say we do. And it's so easy to prove that we do this because it's all on the blockchain. So how do you make sure that this is a good slide to stop at? So how do you make sure that you are going to be made whole even if the opportunity comes to an end, right? Two things, right? One is we hold the proof of reserve Bitcoins for 500 days. And for those who are up for it, I will write you a check and guarantee your investment. Because all it is if you do not make your money back in 500 days and, you could find me. I'm quite easy to find, actually. Then I'll just write you a check, post-dated 500 days from now, and you just cash it in, right? Get your money back. Because guess what? I believe Bitcoin will be at $100,000 in 500 days. All right. I'm a Bitcoin maximalist because I've been here in this journey with Bitcoin and blockchain since the beginning. All right. Of course, if Bitcoin reaches $100,000 before 500 days, that's fine as well. We just release the Bitcoins to every single We Are All Satoshi token holder. We release it to you early. And what that means is even if you did not get rewarded for being in early or bringing people to the opportunity of buying and holding Bitcoin through We Are All Satoshi, you still will get, the basic investment back because, well, Bitcoin is currently trading at under $30,000 and you're getting your value back when Bitcoin's at $100,000, which means 30 cents becomes $1 again. Yay. So nice and simple. No, and that's the thing, right? Why get friends and family involved in an opportunity that you go may have a risk of losing your money, right? Or your friend's money. In this case, right, because of these two simple rules, it underpins the valuation of the We Are All Satoshi token and allows us to safely and calmly buy and hold a lot of Bitcoin together, which ultimately removes supply and, of course, liquidity so that Bitcoin will go up and we all work together to bring back the next bull market. Yeah, so I think this is the most important slide. The objective is for the Genesis block, we raise $1 billion to buy $300 million worth of Bitcoin. You know, it is actually for $300 million worth of Bitcoin, 10,000 Bitcoins. So it's only a small goal with the Genesis block to buy and lock up 10,000 Bitcoins. You know what is also the value of 10,000 Bitcoins? Well, it's 13 years ago when the first ever transaction in this industry was 2 Papa John's pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoins. So, you know, the journey that we are all embarking on right now is to buy and hold the same amount of Bitcoins, which is what was used to make the first ever Bitcoin transaction, which is 2 Papa John's pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoins. So this $1 billion can be raised by everybody participating in various packages, with the smallest package being $100. And after we've done this initial Genesis block, we will then repeat the process for the growth block, which is to raise $9 billion and lock up, 9 times more Bitcoins. So that's pretty straightforward. Oh, I hate looking at this photo, but okay. Torture me, Chavez.
Sorry.
Look, the model is simple, and we just want to know that we can finally introduce a very simple model to everyone, so that when you finally convince someone to buy Bitcoins, you are rewarded. And that is the missing piece to helping everybody benefit from holding on to the most valuable asset, and of course, the original asset of this industry, which is Bitcoin. Everyone out there is saying that they are coming up with something awesome. It's better than Bitcoin. It's better than Ethereum. It's better than this. It's better than that. Look at those assets. They've done 1,000x. Mine will do also 1,000x, and that is why you should trust me. Well, time and time again, what did we do when we participated in this industry? We bought something because we believe we could make it into more. And why did we want more? It's because we want more Bitcoin. Ultimately, that's a safe haven asset in this space. It is also the safe haven asset for a number of governments around the world, and also a number of funds that are operated by billionaires around the world. So Bitcoin is not going anywhere. And that is why it makes sense that we, for the first time in history, bring an opportunity that is so simple but so powerful, because we are just simply asking you to participate in buying and holding Bitcoin, and of course rewarding yourself for convincing your friends to buy and hold Bitcoin. Because when I did it back in the day, I didn't get anything for it. My friends, they became very wealthy from buying and holding Bitcoin after I told them to do so. And all I got was a beer or a whiskey. But my point is, I didn't benefit in an affiliate model for convincing other people to buy and hold Bitcoin. And you know what? I'm so glad that we're able to put this together for you guys, because we're helping you. And I will do Zooms with you and your leaders and your friends and convince them to buy and hold Bitcoins through We Are All Satoshi. Why? Because it is something that we could all feel confident and comfortable participating in, because Bitcoin is not going anywhere. And Bitcoin, only because it's not going anywhere, will have to go up. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Sam.
well, I would like to thank you all for joining us today. I know it has been meetings after meetings, and we have been, we all are together from last, more than, I think it's been 2 hours. So we will probably, schedule another webinar in which me and Gobi will explain the basics. We will do the dissection of the compensation plan. Though it is very simple. It is as simple as Sam explained. We are just motivating and motivating people to hold Bitcoins. That's it. And it is so simply designed in the affiliate structure that it will benefit you in a multi-folded way. And these benefits we can just explain in half an hour Zoom call that we will have. Let's schedule another call for the explanation, because it has been a long call today. And we know that you all are in front of your mobile phones, computers, sitting, watching us, listening to us. So we don't want to put you all to real work in this today. Tomorrow is Saturday. We'll have a weekend learning party, and we will learn the basics from scratch, how we are all Satoshi. And we really want you to proudly say that after registering, you can proudly say that you are Satoshi. We are all Satoshi. And when we will hold a part of that first Bitcoin, that is going to create a history that is going to push Bitcoin to $100,000. And we are going to do it together. Simply. And this is very simple, very clear, and it is just a 2-step process. Right? Okay, so let's all meet together tomorrow, and me and Gobi will be there. We will be presenting the entire plan, and then, yeah, we'll go from there. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Gobi, would you like to say something before we end this?
Oh, thank you, Savesh. What can I say? Leaders, look, we are here to guide our community to the right place. That's what I can say. Whatever you have seen in the past, not going to be here. No one's going to mislead you guys. No one going to brainwash you. Something honest and genuine opinion will come from our executive chairman, no one else, no middle people. Right? This is a management team. They're giving you something better for the future, and the good thing will happen. Wait for it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Rory, would you like to say something?
Chavez, I just want to compliment when people actually comprehend what We Are Satoshi is and what Sam has done and the guarantees that are in place and what the proof of reserve does. And I've been in this industry since 2015. I wish and pray I had this in 2015. And it is when people get it and they understand, it is the safest bet of a lifetime that you will ever have. And the fact that you can build a business around this, and I think everybody's going to wake up to a fantastic surprise. Those that are already in, stabled up.
Absolutely. Well, Marcus, do you have words of wisdom for the community before we sign off? Marcus? Okay, we hear from Ellis.
I'll if anyone else wants to cut in, feel free. But I just want to highlight that yes, I want to add to Rory's sentiment. If there is a model to build a business around buying Bitcoin, where you could benefit from promoting Bitcoin, getting people to buy Bitcoin, and be rewarded for that, we will have a lot less scams in this space. Because, I understand a lot of my friends go launching different tokens here, there, and everywhere. Why? because that's the only way they can continue to profit from this industry. But now it is the opportunity for everybody to be part of something that is going to be around, because Bitcoin's going to be around, and for us to also profit for working together to drive the value of Bitcoin up. I want to also add that there's a lot of leaders that I have sought mentorship from in this community that are not with us on this call today. They have been tirelessly giving me advice and also guiding me on how I can do better for the community. So I just want to, without naming names, thank all of them, because they are helping me be a lot more than what I was when I first came out to this community in January. So I am getting better, and I will keep getting better, because you guys are here and you guys aren't going away. So I'll continue to be here, and I'm never going to go away.
Sam,
Thank you, guys.
Sam, I just want to add one thing. If people get this concept, I've traded 3 years, and what you put in the hands of people is a guaranteed bet that you will not lose your money, you will not lose your trade. But if you go for the proof of reserve, that's what people need to understand. People have tried to trade Bitcoin, they've tried to trade tokens. Here in this family, you go in and do what Sam's telling you. He's effectively writing you a check in 500 days to say you're not going to lose a cent, or you can only have an upside. That is a bet I will take 1,000,000 times over, and I've traded over many years. So Sam, you're a genius. I want to compliment you. I think it's absolutely amazing. And when the penny drops, and we can really, and your support for the middle class, people will understand in time. They will understand it in time. And thank you. Thank you from South Africa. Thank you from Africa. You're making people whole that really need this opportunity right now. So I personally just want to say thank you.
Yeah, great. On the points that Rory highlighted, it's very simple. I just can't stop myself from talking about this beautiful structure that we managed to put together. And it's just like creating a hedge, a positive hedge in the upside. Well, Bitcoin is, I believe, one of the most scarcest asset on earth. And it will be more scarce, right? With time, because the cost of mining is doubled with every halving. And it is very beautiful concept that we are holding on to something that is so valuable altogether. Simply, it's beautiful.
Hey, Chavez.
Here, Liz.
Hey, Chavez. I just want to comment also.
Please.
I saw Bitcoin way back in 2010. I was in the banking business, and of course, in the banking business, they told me, hey, that thing is going away. It's not going to last. I think when I saw it, it was like $250 a coin or something crazy, and I didn't take advantage of it. And so I, like Rory, have over time tried to trade and get in on the good and watch it go up and sell it at the right time and all that kind of stuff, and made some good decisions and made a lot of bad ones, But here, because we're doing this thing as a community and working together, and with Sam's expertise behind it and the community that he knows and understands, we as a community can go in this together. And like you said, is hedging our bets in the right direction. And 500 days, guys, will pass before we know it. And Sam is saying he's going to write a check in 500 days. I mean, it seems like we were just saying Happy New Year yesterday, and here it is, the end of April already. So this is a great opportunity for a community to band together and make great things happen. So thanks.
Let me show you something before we end this call, Ellis. It is a beautiful and this is one of the best part and the strongest part, that the custodian address is going to be available, and everyone, at the time, I know these upcoming 500 days are going to be, we all wake up, we log in, and we check proof of reserve custodian address. How many Bitcoins are in there now? And we are all going to do that together for next 500 days. And it is here on the website. So you log into weareallsatoshi.org. This address will be live, and you can click on this address, go check the custodian address of the Vault Horizon, that is our proof of reserve. Very clear, very simple, very transparent.
Genius.
All right. On this note, again, I would like to thank everyone, every participant who joined with us, every member of Stable DAO family, I would say, who joined with us and supported us and is ready, because I see a lot of hearts popping up in the reactions. And we really love that you love us, and we will always give back this love with couple of more hearts. It will be increased. The giving back will be always be at the upper side, always. All right, see you all. Thank you so much, Sam. Thank you so much, Rory. Thank you so much, Tammy, Gobi, Marcus, Ellis,
Thank you.
and Sean,
Thank you.
who could
Thank
not
you.
join us. Thank you so much, Emma. Thank you so much, Tanya, Michael, all the names. I just remember these names. I speak to them every day. Thank you. Hey, Marcus, you're in. Any words of wisdom before we end the call?
I think that the platform itself and everything that's happening, it's, as Ellis said, we missed it once. We shouldn't miss it a second time. You know what I mean? And I think for so many people, sometimes we miss only because we haven't had the opportunity. And so this is an opportunity for us to take advantage of it, because we know. And if you choose not to know, the only person you will have to blame is who? Yourself. It's here now. And so we have an opportunity to take full advantage of it with all the things that we've been exposed to, not to miss it this time. And so I thank you as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Marcus. And yeah, I forgot to mention Summer's name. Special thanks to Summer. Thanks. I mean, we can't thank you all enough. We are going into this direction because of you all. Thank you so much for the support. We look forward to seeing very, very big things together. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Shiv.